our event. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our event. Today's subject is going to be functional nutrition. My name is Ružica, and I'm going to walk you through the presentation. But before I start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Ružica. I'm 33 years old. I use Herbalife Nutrition already 3 years. In first year, I lost 8 kilos, minus 60 centimeters in body fat. I have better digestion. I was always bloated before. So I got rid of bloating. I wake up every morning with flat belly. I learned how to balance my nutrition. So I eat with no regrets. I eat whatever I want. Of course, not burgers every day, but I learned how to balance my nutrition because it's very simple. And I'm going to explain you later why. Today's content is going to be today's situation. So what's happening today in the world based on nutrition. So nutrition philosophy. I will give you some solutions. And in the end, I'm going to show you a few results. So the rhythm of life and fast food offer today is that we have fast food on every corner, which is very bad thing. But not just that people choose fast food because it's on every corner, it's because people have fast life. They don't have time for cooking. They have so busy schedules. Some of them have families, so they're running from work to work, buses, leaving kids at the childcare, and just on the way home, for them, it's better just to grab something on the feet, which most of the time is fast food, unfortunately. And fast food, it's not the smartest idea. I will explain you why. Because it's, of course, you know that it's all empty calories. So people used to work in the field and they grow their own vegetables. So they were eating to function. They were doing all physical things, like you can see on the pictures, and then they grow their own vegetables, and that's how they had their own, so they didn't have to spend that much money. And in another way, they were very, very good looking. You can see the carrots on the first picture and on the second picture, and apples as well. So we used to have much better quality of food because the food was full of nutrients, which it has to be. But today everything is so processed that on the second picture down, you can see how the carrots looks these days. They're all the same, which is not normal. I remember when I was a kid, my parents had a garden and they had some carrots as well, and carrots were all different kind of shapes, which you can see on the picture. But today everything is the same shape, the same taste, and we all know how this was grown. So what's important today is taste, pleasure, and cost. That's why people choose maybe, let's say, quick solution, which is fast food. Doesn't cost that much, and the taste is great. Why is great? Because it's full of fats, unfortunately. So we exercise less today. That way we burn less calories, because usually people have an office jobs these days. And then we eat more saturated fat and carbs, and we eat less protein, vitamins, and minerals, what's important. So some consequences, of course, are diseases and excessive weight. So obesity is the biggest problem all over the world, because all diseases comes from obesity. So we are in everyday stress because of the busy schedule, because of unstable maybe work, some family obligations. People are so busy about all other things that they don't even have time for themselves to think about what they're going to eat today. So many people work more than 8 hours. Many people work on places where they can't eat every few hours. They only maybe have 30 minutes of their break, which is also affecting their health. And also some people take food as consolation and relief. So if people have some problems in life, something is happening, they find comfort in food, unfortunately. Even in early age, we can see that there is insulin resistance, many, like, number of diabetes went up, people have problem with digestion, like every second person that I talk to have problem with digestion. And why are they having problem with digestion? Because they are eating wrong food. They have problem with blood pressure, veins, and so on and so on. So over 70% of people in EU don't have breakfast in the morning. So most of them skip the breakfast or they don't eat breakfast at all. Some of them consume bakery products, which are based on carbs. So you know that the most important meal in a day is breakfast, but it's very important to know what is correct breakfast in the morning. So if we start breakfast with carbs, which is sugar, of course, it stimulates blood sugar immediately in the morning. And what consequences that we have? We are hungry and we have cravings for bad food all day, which is sugar. That's why some people say, oh, I cannot give on sweets. I was the one of those people. I used to eat a lot of snacks, like salty snacks, thinking that's maybe hormonal thing, or maybe just I have a PMS or something, but that was actually consequences of my unbalanced diet, let's say. And coffee isn't breakfast. Like, many people take coffee, and which is worth cigarette for breakfast. Now imagine after waking up, body is asking you for nutrients, for macro, micronutrients, and you are giving them coffee. So global nutrition philosophy is that on daily basis, we have to take, on average, because every person has different weight, so the percentage is different, but this is an average 40% of carbs, and also micronutrients are very important, like omega-3, phytonutrients, and so on. Fiber for our digestion, which is impossible really to enter every day 30 grams, for example, fiber through the food, because food is very low in nutrition. So we have to take supplements. Also, it's very important that we rest and that we hydrate our body. Some people take like 1 or 2 glasses per day. Now imagine if you're taking shower and you put soap on you and you just wash yourself with 2 glasses of water. So imagine what's happening in our body if we drink just 1 or 2 glasses of water. Water is very important because 70% of our body is water. That's how food is feeding our cells, and everything else is going through the water to our blood, of course. So it's very important what kind of water we drink, and coffee, beer, and all kinds of fizzy drinks, sodas are not considered as a hydration. So here on the right side, you can see a few examples of how it looks like when we have breakfast based on carbs, when we are skipping breakfast. And I will show you later on what happened with our body when we have balanced breakfast. So when we have breakfast based on carbs, as I told you, our sugar level goes above normal. So the insulin removes most of the sugar from our blood, turning any excesses into fat, unfortunately. And the fat is those yellow mountains that you can see on the picture. And also we have this vicious cycle through the day where we are craving for sugar, and we cannot get rid of it, because if we start the day with carbs, the day is ruined until the next day. So make sure that the next day you start your day with balanced breakfast, and then you will have your sugar in balance. I will show you later on how it looks like when we have healthy breakfast. So how to find a solution? Today we need food supplements. It's very normal to take food supplement. Our body lacks nutrients. Many people buy food supplements on their own. Simple solutions are with lots of nutrients and few calories, and then they give us great results. Herbalife Shake is complete meal that's 40 plus years, 44 years on the market, and made millions of results together with other food supplements. So there you have a security, because company is on the market more than 40 years. There are millions of results. It's not something that came up yesterday and that you can think, oh, this is not going to work for me. It's simple, it's fast, it's practical, #1 company in the world for supplements. And behind all products stands a scientific team of Nobel lecturers. And it's also tested in the Ministry of Health of 96 countries of the world. And now the most important thing, our healthy breakfast. So its function is to provide body with nutrients, to provide body with water, because this is what we need when we wake up. Our body is tired, is dehydrated, so it needs water, it needs nutrients. So it gives body also energy, maintains normal level of sugar in blood. You can see here on this scheme, comparing to the scheme that you saw before, where the sugar level was above normal level. So here, when you start day with healthy breakfast, our sugar level is in normal level all day. And then all day we eat smarter. We eat maybe protein-based snacks, and then we have our lunch with all macronutrients, and then again protein snack, and again our dinner can be also shake. You can ask more your mentor and or person who called you on this call. You can ask for the details. So let's compare prices, because some people say that Herbalife is expensive, which is not. You can actually save your money if you start to eat healthier. So classic fast meal is lacking nutrients, and it's about €5. So substitute highly nutritious low-calorie meal plus detox drink, it's about €5. So actually, you get more for the same money. And even coffee is about €2. Actually, these days, I never saw any coffee for €2 anymore. It's always $2.50, $2.60, $73 and above. And it has no nutrients. Those are empty calories. So you're actually spending your money on the food and drinks that they don't give you any results, wasting your money. When you can exchange unhealthy for healthy food, which is going to be very tasty. I know some people think that healthy food is not tasty, but our food is very tasty, and we will create long-term result. So by combining Herbalife nutrition with your classic healthy food. And how to have balance? So that's a combination of food supplements, shakes, detox, healthy snacks, and then classic food prepared when we have time gives excellent results, like your lunch. As I said, you have your breakfast, you have your dinner, and then who has time to spend in the kitchen all day? No one. So the only thing that you can cook, it's your lunch. And you have all other meals very simple that can fulfill all nutrients. So the body doesn't lack anything. We don't have hunger, like that hunger circle that I was talking about before. No cravings. It doesn't store fat, excess fat, and we have much more energy, better productivity, and of course appearance. I know some people say, oh, it's not all about the looks, but the looks from the outside says what we put in our body inside. So as I said, we are not craving food, we are not starving. This is not actually a diet, it's just the body is changing for better. You are going to learn good habits in nutrition. And there's something about body composition, as I said. So on this picture, you can see the difference between two people who have same weight, but different body composition. Why? Because left person has more muscles in their body and the right person has more fat. And fat is, as you can see on the right picture, its volume is bigger than muscle. So that's why our composition is totally different. So our goal is to teach people how to change the body composition and to have more muscles than fat in their body, because we all know that muscle burns fat. So are the programs expensive, and what if I stop using Herbalife? This is a very common question that we have from the people who start the program. So the programs, as I said, are not expensive. They are all in the line for every budget. Because if you tell me for example, if you tell me your goal, I can give you a few options to match your budget. And on the other side, using this program, you will eliminate many things that you ate until today. For example, many snacks and drinks and chocolate bars that you are buying in some other shop that doesn't have any nutrients inside, you are going to replace with something that is going to give you result, and it's going to be very tasty, as I said. So when we find the balanced sweet 80% healthy option, we can enjoy every party, wedding, and birthdays. Because we are human, of course, we go on wedding, we relax a little bit, but as I said, if the 80% of our nutrition is on healthy option, then this 20% cannot ruin those 80%. And there's no bad feeling about it. That's why if you go back to your old habits and stop using Herbalife nutrition, which is a simple functional solution, kilograms will return, logical. If you went on any other healthy option and then you go back to your old habits, like eating fast food every day, eating unhealthy snacks, drinks that has a lot of calories, like sodas, of course, that you're going to have your result. And what about the follow-up? So you have the whole program for free. And the only thing that you are paying here is your food. You have to pay just for consultations, you have to pay 50, 60 or 70 euros. So here consultations are for free. Your program, meal plan is for free. The only thing you pay is your food, which you are already paying for. So you're not actually spending extra money. You are just exchanging. You get you to use a Facebook group for our clients. You get recipes, trainings, ideas for your meals, for your snacks, and you get your results, of course. Also, there is a Telegram support group for all clients available through the process. And you have your mentor, as I said, 24/7. So how to recommend to save money or even get your program for free. This is something very interesting because, as I said, you are not even paying the program, you're just paying the food. And then on top of that, you can even be paid for your result. So to make everything even more interesting, we also have clients reward program for recommendation. So if you recommend something, you can achieve big savings and earnings while working on your results. So you don't have to have like finished result. You can, after already 3-4 days or even 1 week, you feel much better. You can straight away recommend to someone. And that way you can have your program for free, or even if you want to go a step further, you can earn extra cash. So the possibility of building passive income, of course, as well, for yourself and descendants. And also Fit Marathon is an amazing project that we have. So you can start. There's no running in this Fit Marathon. You just have to follow the instruction and see if it's for you for 10 days. So Fit Marathon is a very simple challenge that it takes 10 days to get a result. And in 10 days, you will know if this is for you or not. And I will share some, as I promised, I will share some results with you. Our last Fit challenge was amazing. This woman took a price of 470 euros. Her name is Ruža. She has 61 years old, and in 21 days, she lost 8.5 kilograms. So if you think that you are too young or maybe too old, or there is no age limit with this program. And then another amazing results as well in 21 days. And also men as well wants to eat healthier, have more confidence, and of course feel good about themselves. And few more results from our challenge. So how can you start? Pick your best fit plan with your mentor. So person who called you on this call can offer you, if you didn't start yet, we have an amazing start packages. So you can choose gold, silver, bronze, or platinum. And you can also win some prizes with your fit plan. Amazing group chat. As I said, you will get your meal plan. You will have follow-up, because here what's very important is that we give 100% support, and that's why you have 100% results. And that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed my little presentation, and see you next time.